Hello, I'm Terry with Terry Howe & Associates. I'm out looking at some of the properties that will be included in our next online auction. These are, this particular property is a bank-owned foreclosure. It will be sold at an absolute auction to the highest bidder regardless of price. The location is in Spartanburg, South Carolina, and the address is 347 Brawley Street. Now, I've written a few notes about it, and I just thought I'd cover them with you before we went inside. I'm estimating that this building's about 7,000 square feet. The average ceiling height is 12 foot. If you look at the building in behind me, you'll see that the roof slants from right to left. That's how the water runs off. Also, it's made of block and it has a brick on the outside, which you can see that. Had a couple of glass doors in it. One of them's intact, one of them's broke. Had a few other doors and windows out in the warehouse, but pretty much it's just open space with steel beam in the middle, two steel beams going out, and that's what holds the roof up. It's in pretty good shape. I saw a couple of places with stains on the wood. That could have been from before, I do not know, but the rest of it looked nice and clean and white. That has been painted. There are sprinkler system pipes in place. So all you'll have to do is test that out, hook it up, whatever goes into that. I'm not familiar with sprinkler systems, but I know what the pipes look like. And it does have a covered dock here, and there's a little bit of space on each side. It's grown up kudzu right now, but you can clean that up and have some additional parking. Pretty nice building. If somebody needs some warehouse space, or somebody just wants to buy it and rent out some warehouse space at a reasonable price, get a good return on your money, I think this will do the job. All right, let's head inside. We'll take a look, see what you think about it. All right, we just stepped inside the front door. This is the little single door, and as you can see, it's pretty much open space throughout. Maybe, gosh, I forgot how much it was, but it's a pretty good ways down at the other end. I measured it off, and maybe it's 160 feet, and you'll notice the building slants in from the right-hand side. I'm taking it that maybe one day in the past, they might have had a rail right up next to this building where you could load rail cars. And you can see the block construction. They've actually closed up one of the doors over there. And the brick, it's got brick on the outside too. So a real strong, sturdy building. And just to give you an idea of the construction, there's your steel beams, and they come down in the middle and go down sort of down the middle of the building, and they branch out across, and the I-beams do and hold the building up. And the sprinkler pipes, you'll see they're all in here. They run off that far wall on, it looks like a 4-inch pipe, and then probably a inch and a half or so that runs out with the heads on them. All right, somebody had been using this building maybe for some fancy distribution. You might do some wholesaling out of here or something. I'm just going to show you, they had a double walk door right here. It's boarded up from the outside, but the glass is in it, so it's in pretty good shape. There's one place on the ceiling, I saw a little staining. I'm going to try to get you over there and look at it. And I've cut us on a light to try to help show it, but just a little bit right in there. And this will be on the front left-hand end of the building. I don't think the boards are rotted, and they could be stained from the past. You'll have to check that out yourself, but that's the only place I see in here that really looks like it needs a lot of attention. So this building's pretty much intact, ready to go. They've got a little area here in the middle. We'll walk and see what it is. Okay, this is just some restrooms is all it is. The rest of the warehouse is wide open, so. They got a his, so I guess this one on the right is hers. It's not labeled. Their lighting was hanging light fixtures, fluorescent bulbs. I think some kids may have got in here and knocked a few down, but that's kind of part of it. And then a couple of doors. You could block it up, board it up, or put you in maybe some garage doors at these two locations here. And they've got a few windows in it, and I think if we had those windows unboarded, you probably wouldn't need a lot of light all the time, especially if you was using it for warehousing, and it would save you some money. All right, I'm gonna go outside. I'm not gonna walk all the way around the building that kudzu and have a snake wrapped around my leg, but I will look outside a little bit. All right, I'm looking down the left-hand side of the building. You see, you can probably mow this kudzu. It looks pretty level out there. And I can see through it and see that there was some gravel out there at one time, so it's probably a pretty solid parking area. And they may have had an awning over the side of this. By the way, that tar is on the side of the building. Over this deck right here, you probably unload something on the front, run down the side door with your forklift and put it inside. But you've noticed the block on the inside and then it's brick on the outside. So that's a pretty solid building. You probably couldn't afford to build one like this today. Not with the way they do metal, so pretty good building. All right, we'll go look on the other side and one more look. While I'm here, we'll just turn and here's the dock and it's covered. So, not bad. All right, let's look at the right-hand side of the building. All right, here's the dock area and we're going down the right-hand side of the building, and that's where I told you they bricked up one door, and the next one looks like they put some windows in it, and then they added some windows. So pretty nice building. And again, just mow the kudzu over here and have some more parking, and probably goes a little bit behind it and then it drops off over there. But a real nice location. We're close to everything here in town, and I think Brandon will probably put up an aerial map. Remember, this is a bank-owned absolute auction. They don't want it. They're not going to use it. They want to sell it. Okay, that's going to wrap us up here at 347 Brawley Street. I hope you like this building. I think it's a pretty nice building and a good opportunity for somebody. If you need your own space, probably be able to buy it at a relatively reasonable price, or if you're just wanting to buy it to invest and be able to rent the space out and get some income on your money, probably better than the stock market from what I've been seeing. So this would be a good opportunity. Remember, this is an online only auction. All bidding's on the internet. We will not be here at the premises to take your bid. You need, when the auction's ending, you need to be at your computer or somebody's computer, and that's how you place your bids. Read your contract package. There's a lot of information in there. It's going to answer a lot of questions for you. I know everybody has questions, so we try to anticipate what they are, put them in that package. It's part of what you signed saying that you read it anyway when you registered, so read it. If after that you have additional questions, need further explanation, then give us a call. Our number's here at the bottom of the screen, or send us an email, info@terryhowe.com. We'll be glad to help you. That's what we want to do. We want you to be comfortable with this process. We want you to be able to buy this building and feel like that everything went in your favor. That's why we're there to help you. Okay, I'm going to leave now. Head on over to look at some different kind of properties and other locations. I want you to remember one last thing. Online only. The address is terryhowe.com, and that's where I'll see you. This is an absolute auction. I hope you get it.